Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back again. We're gonna stand up while so I'm not sitting the entire day. I am integrating. If you were here yesterday, I had 2 Reiki, and I am everything. Okay, you are everything. You are infinite. I am here to remind you that you are. So, as always, we got 22 seconds on the timer. We have some messages. We're going to pull some cards, and I think that's where we're going to leave it because I'm integrating today. I had a Karuna Reiki session yesterday. You can go look and see what the benefits of Karuna, Karuna Reiki. A little different than your traditional Holy Fire Reiki and things like that. There's Crystal Reiki, there's Angelic Reiki. All right. And there was a lot of healing there. And then I went and participated in the Reiki Share yesterday. As we got the diffuser in here, welcome in always the elementals and our team members that are here working with us for our highest and best good, through unconditional love and light, through and with divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, divine wisdom, knowledge, remembrance, and that divine magic. And I'm here to remind you of your power and to help you step into your power, because you are 11 on the timer. You are an infinite, all-powerful being. All right. So, integration. So, this quick video is going to be about integration. I'll probably do another video on the cards because I'm going to pull some cards. We are in the portal. You can feel this energy, this fire horse energy. We have all of these planetary alignments, convergences. Tomorrow is the anniversary date of when I was fully, basically, activated into my awakening. I am thinking that a lot of us that have done all of the work in the excavation, we are going through another awakening process, aka the first wave is getting ready to hatch type of thing, where those abilities come fully online. You merge all your higher selves in and ground it here in this physical reality. All right. So you're feeling this energy, you're feeling this momentum, this fire, this energy. But you need to learn to integrate, right? We can't stay high all the time. And when you first awaken, you kind of almost feel like you have to chase those highs, but you have to learn to integrate. And I think why Source wants me to come through is because, again, this is sharing my experience on me learning how to integrate. And then the more you learn to integrate, and basically, what does that mean? You can go get information on that. Go get curious, right? But it's basically rest. Rest, nourish, hydrate, move the body, like easy walks, yoga, flow, tai chi, whatever it is. Integration is not about doing more, pushing harder. And you're receiving a lot. So people are experiencing, as well as myself still, these waves of upgrade frequencies and energies from the Schumann resonance, from the sun, from these solar flares and flashes. So you need to be able to integrate them. And the more you push against that and the more you try to do, the more you force, and again, you try to do instead of just be. The universe will kind of force you to sit you on your ass. And that's sometimes it's with an injury, a sickness, or an illness to force you into getting still so you can integrate. Because what happens if you don't slow down and just be and rest, the integration is going to be a lot more uncomfortable. The ascension symptoms, what we call the ascension symptoms, these upgrades that we're going through, this evolutionary process that we're going through, will be really uncomfortable. So sleep wasn't great last night. My Garmin actually showed I had 4.5 hours of rest, or 4 hours and 4 minutes of rest. I was up for 55 minutes. I had like an hour and something deep, but it didn't feel restful. There's a lot of weirdness with the dreams, and a lot of us towards the end game here, sort of end game yet beginning game, if you know, you know, are doing a lot of work in the higher realms while our physical avatar. So it's like you're simultaneously, again, it's that whole everything's quantum, everything's happening all at once. You're in the higher realms, spiritually getting things prepared and doing the thing, and then so your physical body is going through all of these upgrades and all this. So I'm here to remind you, 422 on the timer, take the time and rest. Take your salt baths, which reminds me I need to get more salt. I won't salt bathing today, probably tomorrow. I'm integrating from everything I received yesterday, everything I went through yesterday on a energetic level with the Reiki I had, which is profound. It's been a huge tool in my toolbox. And again, I've been doing the Reiki not because I'm trying to fix something. It's because my highest and source and my team has guided me to do this. And I started doing this at the beginning of my awakening session, my very first ever energetic practice session that I received Reiki was at the end of February, and that just kind of unfolded like this beautiful domino effect. And then on the 17th of last year, I had what I would call an emergency Reiki session. Things took place, and I will definitely go over that. I journaled some stuff this morning, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow, because that's tomorrow in this new moon energy. So again, I'm here to remind you, you need to sit your ass down. You need to hydrate, take your salt baths. It's been pissing down rain, so thunderstorms are significant for some people. It's just a confirmation. Like, there's a lot of storms around here, a lot of severe thunderstorms, a lot of water, a lot of flooding around where I'm at. And this is the third day we've had massive thunderstorms that we haven't had like in a long time. So that might be significant, just extra confirmation to maybe something else. Or just, again, in the water, the emotions, maybe you're being called to get into the salt baths or the oceans or the rivers and the lakes to discharge and to clear your energetic field. Again, that'll help with integration. It'll will pull everything, clear the temple, clear the field, because you're more than just this physical avatar. To clear the energetic field, your biomagnetic field, and then nourish with lots of juicy fruits. I would say smoothies, fruit-based smoothies, not a lot of greens. If you're doing greens, make it powder-based so it's easy to digest. You want to, again, listen to the intuition of your body. You might need more grounding foods, but you might also find out that if you eat really light during the day and then maybe have one grounding meal towards the evening, that might be helpful, especially with the sleep. But everyone's having sleep issues. That's not a new thing. A lot of people's like, in Reiki, they're like, what do we want to help with? Sleep. Well, a lot of the people in Reiki class are part of this first group, Beautiful Soul Fam, and it's part of it. And when you have more understanding and knowledge around that, you can go, oh, at least for me, like when I know what's going on, it just helps with the process. Like, I know now when I'm going through integration, and I honor it. Honor the rest. Relish in the rest. I used to say this in my training practice. You need to relish in the rest, because the rest in between, and if you come from the fitness world or any training at all, you know the most important part of the program or everything is the rest. Not the actual physical fitness aspect of it or the breaking down. It's the actual rest where you can rebuild. I can integrate you. They're very similar. There's very parallel, going through this process and having come from that particular realm, there's a lot of parallel similarities in how you can use that as an analogy. So you need to relish in the rest. Dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing. So you might feel like just doing laundry, maybe just doing some light cooking, maybe take that sacred bath. Create a sacred space. Allow for the rest and the recalibration and the integration. So the rest, recalibration, and integration. The words that should be coming out of your mouth, first, you should be listening to your body. I hope you're at the point where you're listening to your body more and more. And if you're not, like I said, you're going to get knocked on your ass. I got a message this morning. Somebody's back got tweaked. Last night, somebody in class tweaked their hip. Your body will force you to slow down to do the work if you still have to clean the house, clean the dust bunnies, and you can't do that when you're busy and your mind's overworked and your body's overworked. So you'll end up with a major injury, a back injury, a hip injury, a foot injury, neck and shoulder injury. And again, these can be also associated with the chakra systems that are getting worked on or need to be worked on. Everything's connected. And the more you understand this, again, it allows for more ease and grace and understanding. So the knowledge and wisdom, I think, helps with the understanding of this, that you're able to honor yourself and say, I don't feel guilty. And that's part of the programming. Part of you learning to rest and to just be and to enjoy the sweetness of doing the nothing, dolce far niente, and to relish in the rest. That's part of the healing process as well. And the more you do this, and each time you go through it, you get really good at it. Like today, I know I'm integrating. I'm working up with a lot of head pressure, crown chakra, throat chakra. So I'm like, all right, I'm not working out today. I thought I was. Sleep was really wonky. My body's going through a lot. I've got to go to class. I'm going to class. I don't gotta. I was called to go back to class tonight for mentor to mediumship and participate in that. So I have to learn to stay really grounded, keep my field really clean, wearing and using all the energetic tools. Staying nourished, a lot of fruit, watermelon, smoothies. My smoothies yesterday were frozen pineapple, orange juice, watermelon water, salt, and lemon, I think, maybe. Just really simple. And if I wanted to add some spirulina, I would add that in there. I don't do green smoothies anymore. They don't digest well. So have the water with the salt, like Celtic sea salt, clean salt. Make sure it doesn't have a bunch of heavy metals because that just defeats the purpose. Lots of hydration. And if you don't like just the water, make a honey lemon water. Again, fruit juice, orange juice, 100% organic fruit juices. They're not bad for you, people. Quit being afraid of the fucking sugar. The sugar will help with the the nervous system as it's re-regulating and changing. It'll give you a little bit of extra energy, but it also gives you natural minerals. I don't know why people are so afraid of fruit juice and things like that. Yes, if there's other chemicals and fillers and all of that, yeah, that we don't want to do that. 100% fruit juice. If you want to dilute it because it's too sweet, dilute it. Add a little honey, salt, lemon, whatever. Make your own rehydration drink. So my partner did for years. Started making his own rehydration drink because he wasn't consistently drinking enough water. Remember, if you drink enough water and you're not getting minerals, your cells are still dehydrated. Your cells will be completely dehydrated. So it's like you're constantly drinking, but you still show signs of dehydration. This is because your cells need the water. You, again, are evolving, metamorphosizing, transitioning, 11:11 on the timer, from a dense, heavy human to a light, like Homo sapien to Homo luminous. So you are changing into more of a crystalline being, less dense. So crystal, water, we're already water-based, 70% plus water. All right. And so you're being guided to hydrate more, but hydrate properly. If you salt, you can get trace mineral drops, really easy to add in. Salt your food. I put salt on my watermelon. I eat a lot of watermelon. So most of my nutrition, when watermelon comes in and fully available, I will fast on watermelons. One might say feasting on watermelons with salt, with lemon throughout the entire day. I will drink the watermelon water with the green powder in the morning. I'll eat the whole watermelon. I might blend the watermelon. And then if I want something a little heavier, like yesterday, I wasn't expecting to need something heavier, but with everything I went through, I needed to ground. So I had to have a little bit of a grounding snack before I went to Reiki Share later on in the day, and that seemed to be okay. So today I just go again by my 20 on the timer. My words again, a lot of ascension symptoms. You can go look at those. Everyone's experiencing different waves. So just allow. Get on your unicorn floaty, rest, just be, and allow for the integration. Allow for the integration, because if you don't, you're going to get knocked on your ass, like I said, with a major sickness or illness, a major injury, which I've already heard of twice in less than 24 hours with two different people, because those two people particularly are being forced to slow down, to allow for the integration, for the recalibration that they're receiving from these upgrades, these solar flares and all of this stuff. And again, I think there's something big that's going to be like the switch is going to get fully. I feel like this is so much sooner than later this year. Like I don't know about anyone else. Please comment if you're feeling this. If you feel like Source is like literally ready just to double flip the switch, and everyone that has prepared their vessel and done the work is going to be fully activated. Your 12th strand DNA is going to be activated like that, like literally overnight. Confirmation for goosebumps. So that would be a yes. All right, so I didn't expect 1333 for this to be this long, but as always, I intend this for those that are needing this information, this frequency, this energy. I'm sending all of the frequency and the energies, the activations, the codes that you are meant to receive for your highest and best good, always. And again, they like to talk. We like to talk, right? And we just go on and on and on. So take care of you, boo. Okay? Pour into your cup first, relish in the rest, learn to be without the guilt, and enjoy that dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing. I love you.